when a revolution came, nobody can say, I know it was this date. Nobody can say that. But what we can say is it's also an accumulation of things. It's not something one day and it happened like that. It was also a kind of rejection of these very bad people, of the mafia, of these criminals governing the country. We were humiliated by these people ruling the country, because we feel they do not deserve to do this job for Tunisia. Tunisian people are much more civilized than them. You know, Tunisian people do not trust Tunisian media. They are always looking abroad, looking to foreign broadcast in order to know what it is going on in their own country. Even people who are very, very poor, people who do not have electricity, they use generators in order to connect to Al Jazeera, to Al Arabiya, and so on, because they know the fair information, the right information will be done in these media, not in our Tunisian media used as propaganda tools. When this happened, it was done because of this accumulation of reaction of this kind of governance. It was not completely spontaneous. Yes, it was spontaneous, but it was because something was in preparation in a hidden way. When Bouazizi burned himself in Bouzid, some people do not know that it was not the first time that young people are doing this kind of act. In 6 months, it was the 9th case, but it's not the 8th one or the 7th one or the 5th one who provoked this rebellion. What happened when Bouazizi burned himself? Because he was despaired. A lot of women, all the women, not young women, came in front of the governorate, this administration of local governor, and did a protest. The full majority of people protesting were women, but police beaten them, and they protested against what police did to their women. And then police started shooting them, and the protest was growing up. At least the city was under siege. And when the city was under siege, there is no possibility to have bread, to have water, to have basic food. And the city, the neighborhood, came to break the siege. They were also shot by police. And then there is death. There is people. And then again, they are putting funerals. They are doing funerals, and police is shooting again. These collection of mistakes by the police put it in a way that it can never stop. It can stop, and it was spread out over the other city. And they are shooting, and when one is killed, the other are protesting again, and the other, and it started, and it never stopped. And this was just to say one thing, it's not Facebook who created the event, but Facebook is a part of the event, because when they surrounded the first city, Bouzid, and they did the siege, all these things were filmed by mobile phone, by young people. And here, young people played a key role. And they sent it by their mobile phone, because once the electricity was cut, in order not to allow people to connect on internet, but they used their mobile phone and they sent all these files, all these videos, and these videos were put on Facebook immediately. And also Al Jazeera played a big role, because they didn't have any correspondent. They didn't have a bureau in Tunisia, because it was forbidden. But what they did, they collected all these videos from Facebook and they published it on broadcast on their channel. Then people who are not on Facebook, who do not have any connection to internet, and common people, are looking at and watching these videos on Al Jazeera. And on this issue, Al Jazeera did a very, very good job, because they didn't select this video on the quality, because the quality was very bad, but because it was really important as a fact. And giving this privilege from quality to interest purpose, they succeeded in being the second actor of this revolution.